So I was driving by today, and there was this guy running down the street wearing a cape. And, well, I rolled the window down, and I said, "Hey, are you a superhero?" And he said, "No, I didn't pay for my haircut." We're playing Void Sails today. So, remember Treasure Planet? We got ourselves an old sailing ship, but we're in the sky, flying around. I don't know how open world this is. It looks like it's pretty open world. There is a story. We're going to follow a story. It's pretty story... I don't want to say story heavy, but story driven for sure. And we got this sort of like, we'll get these little bits where we're going to read through here, answer some questions, and then we'll move on to the next one. And it all, like, how it goes is going to depend on how our stats are, you know, that kind of a thing. This is out now. It's out May 14th here on Steam by Ticking Clock Games. There is a demo, but it is here on Steam. And so we're going to go out, fly our ship around, our sailing ship, and see how things go. You might not know me yet, but I have urgent news. Your father, Leonardo Salvatore, the renowned explorer and scholar, has vanished in his latest expedition. A professional hazard, so to speak. This case is of particular interest to me. Seek me in the capital. A ship will be waiting for you at the docks. Until then, the man in yellow. You stare at the letter again. Leonardo, your father gone. The letter came unexpectedly. Not much time to prepare. You look at your room, reminiscing about your past. We're kind of building our character here at the moment. And then depending on how we do here, like if we are good at knowledge or if we're good at resolve, there's a few others, then that's kind of where our story will go. Multiple endings, choose your own adventure. That's probably better taglines, I suppose, for the game. We can be an apprenticeship if you spent time working and mastering the crafts. Or I went to school. No, we mastered the crafts with some resolve. The apprenticeship years have made you stronger. You have tried different professions, searching for the one that best suits you. You've changed a decent amount of masters. However, one in particular has stuck in your memory. Was it an artisan, who's going to give me my perception, or an alchemist, who's going to give me knowledge? No, I'll take an alchemist. Alchemist was an eccentric man, to say the least. He was obsessed with solar dust, convinced that, when mixed with mercury, it could produce an ointment capable of rejuvenating the body. Eventually, he had to stop. Most of his skin was blistered and ruined by that time. Yeah, good master. Good guy to learn from. Double-check your luggage, a few sets of clothes, some of your savings. There was little time to prepare, but you took one particular item. Take our magnifying glass for some perception, or our enchanted gloves. A special set of gloves made to improve one resolve, so we can have extra resolve. Yeah, I mean, if I'm looking around in my box, and I'm like, what do I take? Do I take the magnifying glass or the enchanted gloves? We're taking the gloves. Engraved with a unique pattern and enchanted with solar dust, these gloves will serve you well. No more time to waste. As the dawn breaks, the sky clears, and you close the door and head for the docks, searching for the ship. As you make your way, a young man with bright red hair suddenly approaches you. So I got gloves, I got gold, I got supplies. Hey, it's Sean O'Brien. Ah, Captain, found you. Morning, name is Sean O'Brien. I'll be your first mate. Ready to take command and set sail? Gives you a wide smile, displaying a set of straight teeth. Sean looks pleased to meet you and is eager to set sail. We can be surprised you thought he'd be commanding ship, or confidence. Oh, of course I am ready. Wonder if it's beneficial to go all in on one stat. So it's gonna, like, your story will I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's just your story, from what I understand, is gonna divert of various ways depending on what you choose. Because we're gonna, like Baldur's Gate, you're gonna roll the dice basically, and if your resolve is good, success, we go that way. If it fails, you know, maybe we don't go the resolve route, whatever. That's the spirit. As usual, the man in yellow knows whom to have aboard. Just take a look at the ship. He got us. He points to the ship behind him, peacefully rocking at its pier, engines humming, ready to take off at a moment's notice. We can inspect the ship, see how it works. With a test of knowledge. We have a 45% chance of that. Or we can just hop on over with our enough talk, onwards. Let's roll the dice. So we have to perform a test. We got to roll a number. This is a dice, by the way. And we can choose to use our enchanted gloves, I guess, to give us a bonus 25. We only get 3 uses of it. But no, we're not going to waste our gloves on hopping over onto a ship. Spin the dice. 30. That is a critical success. You hop over the ship's rails and land on the deck. The act was not particularly smooth. I beg to differ. It was a critical success. Your sheer enthusiasm, although unexpected, puts a smile on Sean's face. Seems both of you are eager to depart and venture forward as soon as possible. I got 4 more resolve. Sean diverts his attention to the crew's preparations. As the ship soars high above the clouds, you leave the port behind. Several days later, you arrive at Cloudshire, a lush agricultural region and the first stop on your way before reaching the capital. You must acquire a travel permit from the nearby castle, allow you to navigate safely through the new world. So now we get to the pretty part of the game. This is my ship. And we can, WASD will move us around. Like that. And A and D will turn us to the side.
All right, Captain. It's time for you to take the helm. Oh, I see you've already managed to make the ship move. Perfect start, eh? Just remember, it's a Skyfaring ship, not some flimsy tiny boat. Let's try something different. See those floating crates around the islands? Aim our cannons and show them what you got.
Okay, let's shoot something. I think we go to tab, click, right click, right click. We can blast them, but you gotta like go a little high. See that gray line there is kind of showing us if we're like, hey, got one. If we're loaded or not. Got some supplies out of that. We get it?
Aye, good. See, I knew it was easy.
Quiet, Sean, I'm shooting things. Got it. And if we want to go to this side, oh, I should probably not run into that mountain.
Let's just keep the course. If you find something
Let's
you'd like to
back
explore,
it up a little
feel
bit.
free to do so.
Oh, sorry, Sean, I wasn't watching.
Disembark. The voicemail stay in the ship conducting affairs.
Can I change my... Oh, I have... Okay, so I see my cannon's over there. Port starboard, and I guess I got a 4 cannon. Right mouse button, aim mode. And then can I fire like... Oh, yeah, right there. Look at that. Oh, I got something cool, though. What does it do? Oh, it's a cool gun. Look at that. Wow. Okay. Let's approach the pier and hold F. Okay, we're going to sail on up here and look at that thing. Okay. I'm going to like slow it down a little bit. Hold F. Okay. Since it's a flying ship, if you had failed the boarding jump, would you have fallen to your death? It's a good thing I critically succeeded. You stand outside a church. Its door is wide open. The church bells ring solemnly under the mild wind. The place doesn't look particularly old, although abandoned. It must have been built in the last few decades. We can go in. We can leave. No, we'll go in. Inside, though it looks much more damaged, a strange overgrowth covers its walls. It's thick, with thick, dark roots creating a mosaic pattern. They seem to cover most of the church except a golden mask placed at an otherwise barren altar. The stone around it is slightly charred. Mask's empty sockets. Watch closely as you make your next move. We can look at it. We can just pick it up. Yep. Pick it up. So we have a 64. So we need to roll. We need to roll what number? You need to roll a number. That number is compared to the value of your attribute shown in the middle of the die, which is 64. If the number rolled is equal or less, you've succeeded. The higher your attributes are, the greater your chance to succeed. Equal or less. So, okay, so I got it. So a 64 or less on a D, like a D100. I got it. So we can use our fancy gloves if we want, but nah, it's just some freaky mask in a church. What's the worst that could happen? You grab the mask and pull. It is set firmly in the stone, but eventually it starts to give way. Finally removed, it suddenly emits a sharp, painful light. The flash blinds you and almost makes you drop a mask. You manage to hold it. When the light ceases, the mask stays firmly in your hands. I got myself a new mask. I'm a little blind, but I got a cool mask. Is this where you wanted me to go, Sean? I think maybe this wasn't where Sean wanted me to go. Let's go this way. Do I have any anything we can do like here? C, I, tab, shift. We'll just keep on moving forward then.
Time to use some of that sweet solar energy our ship's sails accumulate. Send the engine core into overdrive.
Overdrive?
It'll make the ship both faster and more responsive to your commands.
Right. He means ludicrous speed. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what button to do for inventory. That's what I was looking for. Tab, I, C. They don't work. Let's go sail over here. There's one over there, too. I'm assuming he'll give me a hint on how to see all this stuff in a minute. Turn up a little bit. Oh, there we go. Boost, aim, shield, fire, interact is F. That's it. Okay. We can add some reflective tar. Decreases solar cannon charge costs. Oh. Do a little purchasing. I don't have a lot of cash. Increase our damage or increase our energy capacity. Well, let's take some damage. Yeah. All right. Q does something though. I don't know what, but it's shields. Okay, I see my energy going down. Pushing buttons to see what they do. Let's go over to this one.
Ah, Cloudshire. Warm sun, fertile fields. Too bad we can't stay here for too long. Which reminds me, we must get a travel permit to continue past this point.
Oh, I hope it's not too much money.
There's the castle of St. Isidore in this region. If you ask nicely, I'm sure they can issue us the permit.
You dock your ship and head towards the village square. As you continue deeper, you spot the town hall. Even from outside, you hear agitated shouts. You push open the heavy door of the town hall. Inside, a massive crowd of people. Looks like the whole village is gathered here. Middle of it is a stage where a big burly man can be seen. His face is red with anger, and his wheat-colored hair is drenched in sweat. He shouts at an elderly woman, somewhat shielded by a young boy in front of her. You can ask around first with our good courage, or approach the stage. We don't ask around, we step forward. You get closer trying to get a better look, when suddenly the man spots you in the crowd and directs his violent gaze. Who might you be? What do you want? He says. I can be nice. Or I can say, who might you be? Who am I, you ask? I am Mr. Miller, the owner of most things you see around here. But who are you, stranger? That remains a question. You are with them, aren't you? Involved in this crime somehow. He points toward the elderly woman and the young boy. Who are these people? The Honorable Frau Brower and her son, Rudolph. The family has been shady, constantly trying to undercut me and beg for lower grain prices. But thievery of my ring, blessed by Lord Inquisitor himself, that's a new low. Just wait till I get the proof. There won't be any more Browers here. You can see several strong men standing by the entrance door, all with wheat-colored hair and an angry look. Seeing that you have nothing of value right now, Mr. Miller returns to the Browers. The atmosphere is tense, and the men at the door seem impatient. Perhaps if you find that ring, you might resolve the situation. The mountain cave nearby might be a good place to start. Or I could just start shooting. Mountain cave nearby. Is it that, where I just came from? That is a mountain cave. Is there a map? No map. I think maybe it's over this way? I'm gonna look over around this side here. It's probably the thing we were just at. We need to go inside there. But just in case, I'm gonna look around the outside here. Because I see these floating things here. I think it was that. It must be that. What are these floating things that it wants me to shoot? Alright. go back over here. Am I supposed to be getting a permit or something? Seems like it charges up pretty fast. Look at my shadow down there. Expecting to see more ships around. It's just me. All by myself out here. This one's very glowy. It wasn't as glowy before, was it? It didn't have, like... It's very glowy now. Oh, no. It's nothing different. Alright. Well, let's go inside. There we go.
Easy, easy there, Captain. Careful around the corners. While inside, our sails will accumulate much less energy, so spend it wisely.
Or shield, yeah, shields. Welcome to the caves. You stand inside what seems to be an abandoned mine. The cave walls look unstable, barely supported by old beams. Turned over mining carts and leftover equipment rotting in the dim light. We can explore the cave with our terrible perception, or we can inspect the equipment with our bad knowledge. We'll just take a look at the cave. That's really bad. We'll look at the... What kind of mining are they doing here? I don't have anything that can help with mining. Or knowledge. I'm not really smart. I succeeded, though. Examine the mining equipment more closely, especially the massive drill in the middle of the cave. It looks like a solar dust mining facility. Precious resource used in numerous apparatuses, and most importantly, to power flying ships. The vein has been depleted. Judging by its appearance, it's not been visited in a long time. You can see a set of footprints leading to the drill. At the base of the central drill, you see a narrow hole. It must have been dug out recently. The cave looks fresh compared to the rest of the cave. The ground looks fresh. Stick my hand inside or ignore it? No, stick your hand in there. Yeah, treasure planet the game. Yeah. Put your hand in. The hole is narrow and not particularly deep. You move your hand around, but whatever was there is no longer. Stand up, shake off the dust. Trail of footprints leads to one of the cave passages before disappearing. All right. Let's cruise on through here. Maybe. Shield on just in case. Right mouse button to aim. I think we might be shooting something real soon. Says whatever their mine has been depleted, but
Something is off. Boys,
doesn't look
get the
depleted.
cannons ready. Remember to use the shields to protect the ship.
Bad things. Hold Q for shields. Aiming. Yeah. Aim forward and hold left mouse. Yeah, we got that. Ooh, there's like... Who's shooting him? Who's shooting at me? Oh, those things. Charge up! Yeah, let's go over here. We're gonna hit a wall. I'm sort of sure of it. Fire faster! Yeah, I'm real bad at this. Okay, let's turn. Hold Q, shield. Oh, I can't hit anything. Shields up. Fire already. I gotta raise him up. Okay, shields up. Oh. Okay, let's Go forward a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I gotta hit the barrel, not the base. I see. Okay, I got it.
Good job, lads.
Thanks.
Don't forget to check the area. I've seen supply crates floating nearby.
Too easy. What is it? It's like all fleshy. There we go. Welcome to the fort ruins. At last, the cannons grow silent and the dust settles. You can see the fort clearly. Several towers, walls patched up with thick planks of wood, and a group of small rowing boats can be seen escaping through the narrow tunnels behind the fort. Strange vegetation covers multiple sections of the fort. Dark, twisted roots stretch across the walls. You dock your ship and head through the massive wooden doors. Inner courtyard is in complete disarray. Massive plants congregate in the dark corners and multiply with empty crates and barrels scattered around. Multiple empty crates and barrels. Most people must have left before your arrival, except for a small garrison encountered during the fights. Something must have forced them away. We can search. We can examine the plants. Let's look at the plants. Yeah, mine like 25% health. The roots are cold to the touch, hard as stone, covered with a thin layer of moisture. Soft vibration, almost a whisper, can be felt emanating from their surface. You've heard of these plants. No one truly knows what they are, but whenever they appear, they tend to grow and spread uncontrollably. And when they do, the Inquisition usually follows, isolating entire regions, relocating its population. However, no one really saw where those people were sent. And knowledge is getting good, 51. As you prepare to leave, something catches your attention. There's a small clearing between the plants. In it lies a golden ring with delicate carving of a sun. I wonder why it could have been left behind. We can take it, we can leave it. Now, we'll take the ring. Inside the ring has a faint inscription. The words Luce Confidimus were subtly carved into the gold. Pocket the ring and head back to the ship.
See those cracked rocks? Aye, we can clear the path using our cannons.
Over there. Let's turn it around. These things over here. Cannons? I got something better than that. Oh, my health is full up. There we go. It'll make rocks like they used to. Probably should be shooting those things for some supplies, whatever supplies do. You think we want to go back there, or... Well, this is back out now, isn't it? That's the ring that we're looking for, isn't it?
Who do you think they were? The people in the fort, I mean.
Yeah.
Plenty of pirates around, but the Empire usually manages to keep them at bay. I hope it was someone exciting, like a secret society plotting a revolt against the Inquisition, eh? Or a bunch of cultists, eh?
So I see my supplies right there. I got 36 and 99. I don't know what it is. Any other tabs we can do here? Okay, let's go back to here and give them that ring. And then we can shoot that guy. However, I don't know if fights are really... Maybe fights aren't really what we want to do. Isn't my idea? Would it be easy to lose your sense of direction and slam into an obstacle while firing your weapons? It's not your imagination, and then you're constantly thinking about that while you're shooting, and then you gotta also remember that whenever you shoot, you should shoot a little higher because it drops, and then get down to 25% health. There's that ring. You dock your ship and head toward the town hall once more. Inside the events are unfolding as previously. You approach Mr. Miller. I can keep the ring and leave the place. I don't know, what do you want to give him the ring? Alright. Take the ring out and hand it over. He snatches it from your fingers and quickly puts it in his pocket. The news of an abandoned fort surprises everyone. A group of people is seen leaving the town hall to investigate. Abandoned fort, you say? Well, that is unusual, to say the least. How'd you get it there? How did it get there? Was it this delinquent who hid it? He points at Rudolph. His eyes widen as he awaits your answer. You don't have any proof, but it might as well be him. No proof. No proof. He doesn't seem pleased with your response. At least you've got my ring back. You have a journey ahead of you. As a form of gratitude, let me give you something. My men will load some supplies onto your ship. Turns over to the Browers. As for you, we'll see. Oh, and then I shoot him. Alright. Next, I guess we'll go over this way. Full speed ahead. I think I can hit him over here. I mean, way up there. Nope, way too high. Sorry about your town. Close.
Cab, when we get to the castle, they will ask questions. Who are you? Where are you going? By the holy light, did you submit the I-94 form?
We'll stop off here first.
All that bureaucratic nonsense. As annoying as it is, we better not start off on the wrong foot.
Oh, I can sell my stuff, huh?
Tells me the man in yellow won't appreciate it if we stir up
golden...
unnecessary trouble.
We don't know what it does. Replica of the mask of the Holy Prophet, believed to be able to ward off evil.
Did you get to know him? I've worked with the man several times, but I doubt he would hire a ship to help me out.
And that was the end of our ship as we roasted it up by turning our engines on backwards. I don't want to be the guy that lives down there. That's where we keep the crew quarters, you know. Make sure they're not sleeping. Okay, let's pop into this castle. Which makes you wonder, what good does a castle do if you can just float in from the top? Maybe we can't go any higher. Air pressure and all that. Oh, if I use my thrust all the way, it shuts everything down. The customs office. Approach the castle gates, but there don't seem to be any guards, neither next to the gates nor on top of the walls. Next to the entrance is a small door with a customs office sign. As you enter, you're greeted by a small room filled with measurement and weighting equipment, tables and chairs. All empty except for one. Behind is a young woman in the imperial officer robe. Lucia della Torre. Greetings. Welcome to the castle of Saint Isidore. My name is Lucia della Torre, and I am Lieutenant Castellan. How may I be of assistance? She gives you a polite smile, awaiting your response. I'm here for a travel permit. Unfortunately, unauthorized travel within the New World is strictly prohibited based on the truce terms between the Empire and the Old Kingdoms. I would need to provide a letter of sponsorship from any notable citizen or patron of the capital. I'll give him my apprenticeship papers. Takes a quick glance at your papers and frowns. An apprentice, huh? It isn't much. Perhaps there is an outstanding order from the shipyard for more workers. Let me check the ledger. Takes your papers and exits the room through the back entrance. A couple minutes pass. You start to wonder how massive this ledger must be. It takes so much time, and suddenly a loud bell is heard across the castle. Something is happening outside. You rush back to your ship.
Steady, lads. Prepare to engage. Remember the drill. Turn. Fire. Repeat.
Bad guys!
Aim for the sails and the engine pipes.
I'm gonna aim for anything I can hit.
If I see any men cowering, I will throw you overboard myself.
That seemed like a pretty good hit. If you see any men cowering, we put them in that lower deck and we'll turn the engines on. It's hard to see whenever something's coming at us, to know when to... hit shields. Am I the only one defending this place? Ow! Here we go. This is sea combat without the sea. Yeah. Bink, bink. Okay, I gotta take one of them down. See this guy. He's smoking. No, I don't want this gun. I want this gun. Bink. What happened? Hey, there we go. Okay. Ooh, I took his money. I'm the pirate now. They're both burning up. Gotta be pretty embarrassing to be a pirate. This is my first day on a ship. My health is about half. That was pretty good. That was good. Spin it around, and then we can, like... Where is he? Where is he? Ah, get him! Yeah. I'm glad he throws his money overboard whenever we shoot him.
Down you go! Ha ha ha! Now that was a proper good fight, Captain. Let's head back to the castle. This Stellator has some explaining to do.
Need targeting help. Stellator, huh? Okay. Okay. Alright, that was exciting. So do I heal up over time? Or did I just get asking because it was like tutorial time? Uh-oh. Okay. Coast on in here. Right. Back to the customs office. The alarm bell finally stops. The castle is still on high alert. You can see small groups of people sprinting around the castle walls. Where were you a minute ago? Except me. Just me out there fighting. Lucy bursts through the door, breathing heavily. She looks like she's been running for quite some time. Not because she was running away, probably. Coward. Apologies, Captain. We couldn't provide any covering fire, but you managed to do just fine. Good job dispatching those ships. Where were we? You can see her agitation. The attack on the castle was much of a surprise to her. Who was that? Who was that I just walked up and blasted and murdered and took their lunch money? I don't really know. They must be some sort of pirates. However, they knew precisely when the castle was most vulnerable on their ships. She paused for a second, considering if she wants to tell you. Their ships were unusual. What do you mean by that? Ships look much more well-maintained than usual. Not the rust buckets local scam dares call a vessel. Their strategy, not a single shot fired upon the castle itself, as if they were targeting specifically you. They're probably just merchants. They're probably just some random folks sailing in. They didn't fire a shot. We're just like, okay. That sounds like a lot of coincidences. Indeed, the attack's precise timing and the ship's quality don't add up. I must look into it and request the Lord Inquisitor to increase the minimally allowed garrison. Nevertheless, I've checked your papers. Usually it won't be enough, but I can ignore your help defending the castle. Can't ignore your help defending the castle. She seems reluctant. Perhaps what she is about to do is directly violating the established protocols. Tone suddenly becomes more ceremonial. Considering your help repelling the attack on St. Isidore Castle, I, Lucia de la Torre, Lieutenant Castellan, by my authority, recommend you for your valiant defense against the enemy. On the Empire's behalf, I grant you free passage through the New World. Hooray! Oh, I can use it to help my resolve as well. Well, all right. She smiles and hands over your papers. And now, if you excuse me, I have an investigation to conduct. If you wish to leave us, head towards the mountain and turn left. There's a lighthouse nearby. Towards the mountain and turn I already came from that way. Must be this way. I think. Head towards the mountain and turn left. To port. She means to port. Towards the mountain and turn. It's got to be. But I was already there. What is she talking about? Oh. I guess I can't go that way. Okay. So I guess I gotta go back. Go back to where I came from? That seems strange. I should ask for better directions. Do I go past the mountain? Do I go in front of the mountain? Go to the mountain, turn left, she says. Maybe we gotta go... Oh, you know what? Maybe over there? Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Seems like we've done what we came for. What did Lucia say? Lighthouse to the left of the mountain?
Very confusing, wasn't it?
We can head straight there, but we won't be returning, so keep that in mind.
What was wrong about me just going around? You leave Cloudshire with a heavy heart. The ambush at the castle was no coincidence. Someone knew you were coming. Caution must guide your steps now. The road ahead will be only darker. Now you must travel beyond, towards the city where the man in yellow awaits. If there are answers to be found, they may begin with him. Here he has a pet monkey named Curious George. Oh, okay.
All right, Captain. Let's keep moving. When traveling between the stars, best not stray too far off course. Drifting through the void ain't exactly good for morale.
They're solar sails. The sails are giving me power.
Guide us through. Though it'll cost us time and supplies.
I can't go
Every
off.
journey will eat into our stockpile. And if that runs dry, the crew's bound to get a bit twitchy. But don't worry. We've got enough to make it to the city. As long as we don't take any scenic detours.
We've got 39. I keep my microphone's right away, but you can see I guess you can't see it. My supplies number is there. I got 39 right now. So it's costing me 1. Every trip is costing me 1. There's 38 now. Weird. Guess we'll go here. This is the lighthouse. You see a beam of light in the distance that differs from the stars in the sky. You noticed it several days before, but as you get closer, you can finally see its source. A lighthouse standing on a floating rock. Allows nearby ships to navigate safely in the vastness of space. As you land and set foot ashore, you see a strange woman. She waits for your approach. Welcome, Captain. You've arrived just in time. I hope the journey so far has not been too troublesome for you. What do you mean on time? You know I'm coming. Yes, among other things as well. Almost too predictable. That's a good thing. It means everything is going as planned. I'm skeptical. Told all about you by the gentle shimmering of the stars, by the soft breeze of the void. Your every move carries you along the path. Every action creates ripples on the surface of the water. I knew an alchemist like you. I understand this. She's talking in riddles. Does she know anything about anything specific? What would you like me to tell you? The past, it won't help you much. It may confuse you. The future, know that once I do, there won't be much you can do to change it. Well, tell me about my future. I already know what happened in my past. Closes her eyes for a minute. Let's see. Perhaps this will work. Opens her eyes again. The light of her lamp goes dim for a moment, intensifying the brightness of her eyes. A cry will echo, rising from the depths. One will hear it, too curious to turn away, too arrogant to flee. Sounds like me. The unusual glimmer of her eyes softens. The lamp shines bright. Now, the future is set. All that is left for you is to find it. That's a lot of nonsense. Very well, then, feel free to stay at my home and rest a bit. Prolonged starfaring subjects your minds to, let's say, stress. We shall meet again soon. Before you can ask anything else, she is already gone. You stand alone at the pier, the lighthouse illuminating by the space around. We got a safe haven for starfaring captains. Provides us with additional supplies when they stay and rest here. Yeah, we'll rest here. They gave us 10 supplies. Head towards the guest room. The beds are stiff, and you don't want to think about how many people have used them before. In either case, it's nice to have a real bed. Occasionally during a long ship journey, the sleep brings you much-needed respite. In the morning, you find several sacks of supplies neatly packed together next to your door. All right. Let's go that way. Still don't have a map, so we're just kind of like floating along. Q wasn't in there. Maybe there's other buttons I can hit. I don't think so. I've hit most keys that do anything in other games. So I think we've got all the buttons pushed. Oh, the any key. I didn't try that one. I got something going on over here. We're going to take a look. Ship's graveyard. You pass by a group of ships that drift across the empty void, all damaged, broken, and tangled together. In the clutter, you see a massive ship with a line, gaping hole in its hull. A hole in its hull exposes the bowels. Well, we'll take a look. Hey, Onishi. The ship is enormous, a behemoth of a combat vessel, compensating in size for what it lacks in technology. Judging by the outdated design and the banners you see inside, it must have belonged to one of the old kingdoms. A fractured group of royal families opposing the masked prophets. Search through the ship. Not much is left. It must have already been looted multiple times. What worries you is a strange sound coming from deep within the ship. It sounds like some wailing. We can either go deeper or go deeper. Something prevents you from leaving. Go deeper into the ship, submerging yourself into the endless corridors. A tangled mess of semi-destroyed passages. With each step, sound grows louder. Finally, you reach the door leading to the engine room. Behind it must be the solar core, the heart of the ship. You open it and step inside. Inside, a horrifying scene is unveiled. The solar core, which should have been dead for a long time, is active and radiates with energy. On its surface, you can see the twisted faces of the crew members fused into the core. They are thrashing around, screaming in agony. This is wrong. You want to get out immediately. No, I don't. Touch it. Oh, and I need courage. Let me put my gloves on. Okay. Ooh, I'm glad I put my gloves on. All right. Yeah, a lot of reading in this game. Yeah. So it's choose your own adventure thing. You muster your courage and get closer to the core. When the core's casing was damaged, it affected the engineering crew. The core sucked them up close, trapping them in a state now feeding off the torment. What remains of the casings are wooden splinters inscribed with incantations necessary to confine the core's powers. We got some runic splinters. All right. Isn't much you can do about it. Too dangerous to disable it. The core is unstable. We can rig it with explosives. Yeah. What else am I going to do? Sorry about your agony. You bring some powder kegs over and place them around the core. Back to your ship, you sail a safe distance and fire at the remnants. A well-placed shot reaches the engine room, detonating the powder. Despite the distance, the shockwave rocks your ship along with the heat. It carries over a quiet sound. Sounds almost like a brief sigh of relief. All right. Well, we learned something today. Don't ever leave home without your gloves. Your enchanted gloves. Well, if you leave home and you plan on meeting any wailing souls, I suppose. Oh, ambush. As the ship passes between the asteroids, you suddenly notice a couple of sloops and a massive gunship approaching. They fly under the colors of the Inquisition and signal you to stop your vessel. I don't think so. Warning shots are fired from the gunship, landing uncomfortably close. Further resistance will likely lead to a battle. I ain't going down without a fight. Blast him. Order your crew to get ready. Upcoming fight may be challenging. We have a quick save. Look, we're in. Whoa, where we are. I really have no accuracy with this thing. Nope, not a single one hit. I'm gonna see if we can get behind this thing. Like if I can just handle one, like that's a big guy. That's a real big guy. Ooh, I got a couple. Ooh, I got a few hits. I got a lot of hits. Nice. You're roasting his sails at the moment. I wasn't sure how I was feeling about being like shooting from this point of view, but it's kind of neat whenever you see like the cannons for theirs like buzzing by. That's kind of a cool effect. So yeah, we hit his sails, which is why his sails are burning. So I'm guessing he's slow. There we go. Got him. Okay, so we know we got another one over here. Let's go see if we can like sort of inch our way up. I don't know where he's at. Oh, there he is. Right. Is that him right there? Yeah. There he is. It's so like Wrath of Khan. As he he pops up around the sorry, I'll try not to nerd too much. Shields up! There we go. This big guy? Big guy? Yeah, see, we're all thinking in 2 dimensions at the moment. Fire. That was my Shatner. There we go. Okay. All we got left is big guy. Big guy, he just was like hanging out over there watching his little friends die. Where is he? Yeah, big guy. He's over there. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is like... We don't want to like... We want to do that. Back up. We don't want to be broadside with him. Back up. That's a lot of cannons. Can we fire this thing? There it goes. I think I'm better off using... I don't know. What are we doing? I'm full health. I've been timing my Q's right. Q's my shield button. You got a lot of cannons. Are we breaking? Oh, we're breaking his cannon spots. Oh, I didn't know this thing. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, broadside with a ship of the line guy. Okay, that's good. Whatever he is. Okay, break that up. Break that cannon. Break that cannon. We got it. Okay, so we should stay on this side. That's gotta hurt, Con. Oh, man, I'm in. Keep your fine Corinthian leather to yourself. This way. Get him. Oh, you know what? If I blow up his sails, that won't... I keep on thinking sails. Sails movement. Sails aren't movement. Sails are energy. Oh, I don't want to be on this side. This is bad side. Bad side. Bad side. Bad side. Okay. Shields seem to be, like, pretty, like, invincible. Let's see if we can... Oh, we got him! Hey! Take that. Take that. Okay. Well, that wasn't so bad. We go back over there, I guess. To leave. Alright. Let's get out of here. That was fun. Okay. Threat dealt with, you continue on your journey. Only the final stretch left. However, as the enemy gunship crumbled, you saw a small rescue boat dashing away towards the city. Perhaps it's not the last time you hear of the captain of that ship. Why didn't we shoot it? We'd be chasing that guy down. As it skirts away, you know what we're doing. We're looking up and we're screaming. God. Okay, welcome to the city. At last, you reach the city, the beating heart of humanity in this corner of the stars. Somewhere within waits the man in yellow. You must find him and uncover the truth behind your father's disappearance. I guess we're going here. Busy port where military, merchant, and research vessels rest side by side. Crews load cargo, inspecting rigging, and preparing for distant journeys. Pretty sure shooting a rescue boat would be considered a war crime. Not if anyone knows about it. As your ship docks at the port, you can see a strange man among the crowd. Dressed in a peculiar yellow suit and a large hat, monkey on his side, he springs to action the second he sees your ship. Ah, at last. I was getting worried. I presume you are the captain I was waiting for. He gives a courteous bow, and through his porcelain mask remains motionless. The man in yellow at your service. To what do I owe the pleasure? Show him the letter. Takes the letter with his fingertips and waves it closer to his mask. Right, I did send that letter. My dear old friend Leonardo, although disappeared is an overstatement, it would imply that no one knows where he is, wouldn't it? Ha! Let's just say he got a bit carried away. Not every door is meant for a human soul to step through. If you wish to find him, you must first meet Professor Ravenscroft. She works at the Academy and will indulge you in all the minor details. You can just tell me. Really love to stay and chat with you, my friend, but alas, duty's call. Is there anything else you want to know before I go? What's with the mask? Points to the mask he's wearing. This, just something I like to wear. It makes it easier to talk to you. Your kind tends to find my appearance disturbing. It also leads to some amusing confusion. That prophet of yours copied the design for his own mask, which was unexpected. But who am I to judge? With that out of the way, I bid you farewell. We'll meet later. I wanted to help you with one other task. Safe travels. It gives you another courteous bow and half strides, half trots towards the port exit. Academy must be closed at this hour. You may want to wait till morning to meet Professor Ravenscroft. I guess I don't want to set sail. I'll exit. I guess we'll go here. A favorite stop for starfaring captains, the tavern offers warmth, a hearty meal, and a moment's peace. Beneath its low ceilings and warm beams, stories are shared, alliances formed, and troubles briefly forgotten. We'll take a look. Look around the tavern and approach the barkeep. Customers. My name's Salt, proud owner of this humble establishment. Take a seat, will you? You look hungry. You prefer being rude. No, I'll take a seat. Salt emerges into the kitchen and quickly returns carrying a bowl of steaming lentil soup. It tastes palatable. What do you think? Better than what you usually have. I don't know who this guy is. It's good. It's hot. That's already better than the last time. Still getting used to this thing. Shows you his right hand. A shiny metal hook reflects the dim light of the tavern. Yeah, nice hook. Just a reminder of my former past. I used to walk on a slippery slope until I was caught. For my crimes, I was sentenced to have my arm burned off. Usual punishment for thievery. It was a good thing, sort to say. Set me straight on the right course. Inquisition may sometimes look heavy-handed, but the approach works. I hear no one expects them. You can hear an angry shout from behind a closed door near the counter. Salt turns toward the source of the noise. By the light, Riggs. Give me a minute. Turns back to you. Sorry, Captain, my brother just got injured recently and needs his wounds to be dressed. Yeah, go ahead. Another shout can be heard. I'm coming all right. By the stars, you whine like a little girl. Sorry, Cap needs to go. Need to go. By the way, takes out a bottle from under the counter. I've heard you help some folks back at Cloudshire. They asked me to pass you this small present of theirs. Salt winks at you and walks inside the inner room. Okay, I got a beer. Bitter liquor that warms the chest and steadies the limbs. I guess we're gonna take a little nap here. Head to one of the rooms upstairs. It's a cozy room with surprisingly clean sheets. Looks like an innkeeper really tried to make the place comfortable. Lay down, shut your eyes, you'll need a rest. In the morning, you'll head to the academy. For whatever reason, the man in the yellow wasn't particularly helpful. He's got a monkey to keep an eye on. Okay. Let's go to, we'll go to the academy, I think. A place of quiet obsession, where scholars in blue robes pore over artifacts and equations alike. Modern science intertwines with occult knowledge in an unending effort to understand the veil, perhaps to bend it. We'll take a look around. The Academy building's towers over a luscious garden. Several people dressed in long blue robes are walking around. You wander through the halls until eventually you see a door marked Professors Ravenscroft. Inside you see a young woman. She's crouched over a table and focused on writing. Hearing your entrance, she addresses you without lifting her head. For the last time, I'm not interested in whatever garbage you bring. Start pretending you can find valuable relics in the local outhouse and don't return unless you bring something real. I'll just cough. Lifts her head and looks at you. Deep, dark circles show many restless nights. She must have been neglecting rest for quite a while now. Apologies, I thought you were someone else. Although the answer is the same. Now, please close the door from the other side. Crouches over the table again and continues writing. I'll bring up the man in yellow. Never heard of him. Also, it would help if you address people by their names rather than clothing style. Now, is there something specific you want from me, or do you intend to keep standing there? What about my dad? She stops and puts down her quill. Look at that. I never knew Leonardo had a child, although he didn't exactly like to talk about anything outside of his work. Points to the chair in front of the table. I'm Vedika Ravenscroft, head artifacts expert. Apologies for my previous demeanor. The work here can get overwhelming. Now, the expedition you mentioned, how much do you know about it? I don't know anything. Unsurprising. It wasn't official. Your father managed to pinpoint the location of a distant moon called Boreas. Small planet following a uniquely shaped orbit. It's very hard to predict. Leonardo calculated the exact path a ship would take to intercept the planet's movements. The expedition was of utmost importance for him. He was looking for an ancient ritual site. Leonardo, being him, pulled some strings and made some promises and got the funding he needed. We lost contact with the expedition 1 month ago. Academy's council still decides whether sending a rescue mission is worth the risk. What's this ritual site? We're not the first to arrive here. We've studied multiple ruins scattered around the sector, and so far it's safe to assume that there used to be a whole civilization long before, incredibly attuned to the influence of the Veil. Your father had a particular interest in the ritual sites. He believed it was possible to traverse the Veil safely through them. That was his theory. I'm getting smarter just talking to you. Should you follow Leonardo's expedition, take caution. We don't exactly know what happens. They should have set up a distress beacon if something went wrong, but they never did. I suspect the worst. She gets quiet for a moment. Can I ask you a favor? What? Amongst the expedition was my brother, Cornelius. If you manage to find him or anything left of him, let me know. Hands over the planet's coordinates. Now I have to go. I have more work to do. You have any artifacts you'd like to sell? Do it here at the Academy. I could sell my stuff here. Do I want to sell this stuff? I don't think I want to. Or I can inspect it. Oh, and see what it does. Okay, so there's a resolve one, there's a knowledge one, a resolve one, what's that? Resolve again, and more resolve. We got a lot of resolve ones. Okay, cool. This is the shipyard. Sprawling industrial complex of towering hangars, cranes, and scaffolds. The clang of metal and hiss of steam echo day and night. Tired workers move through the haze. Take a look around. Looking to upgrade my ship. Wander around the shipyard when you stumble upon a peculiar hangar. Its windows are boarded shut, although light comes from between the planks. The door's locked. I could force it open, though. Yeah, we'll just push it till it opens. Maybe it's just stuck. I'm going to use my, do I want it? Yeah, I kind of want to. You know what? I'll take a quick drink of my brew, and then I open the door. Uh-oh. Grab the handle of the door, getting ready to pull. However, as you do, a heavy hand lays on your shoulder. You turn around to see a massive woman holding a hammer. Something I can help you with, Captain? Did you get lost? I'm looking... I'm gonna lie. Her name is Marfa. Right, because where else would you be looking for rather than in a boarded, shut hangar? Name's Marfa. I oversee the shipyard workers. If you want to improve and modify your ship, I'm the one to talk to. Marfa? Gives a loud chuckle. If only the shipyard itself belongs to Ashvara. Although, at least now, we do have some resemblance of freedom. Some semblance of freedom. She spits on the sidewalk. Who's that? One of the old kingdoms. My late husband was sold to Ashvara years ago because his former landlord needed some extra gold. When the war ended, the city became a neutral zone, and the Empire insisted that all the workers in the city be freed of servitude. If we are to compensate, we are to compensate our former masters for now missing free labor as well as the tools and materials we use. Who's your husband? He got crushed by a bunch of logs. My husband was working late one night trying to fulfill the quotas. Got careless, forgot to tie a knot. Such things happen in the night shift. Captain, you must travel a lot. If you manage to get hold of a spare solar core, can you bring it to me? We're working on a project, and we are missing a critical component. All right. Think about it. I need to get back to work. When you come next time with a solar core, I'll show you what's behind that door. Gives you a nod and heads inside a hangar. As she enters, you can see a glimpse of what is inside. Several manufacturing machines used to cast solar cannons. Easy. So we can make our... Oh, the decrease the cannon charge, maybe. This one is increase ship's energy capacity. That sounds like a good one to have. Broadside cannon. This is going to help with everything. I'm going to say that one. More energy capacity sounds like a good deal. We got $30 now, though. Are we good now? Do we just leave? I think we just leave now. Yep. Okay. Let's get. Borea is an elusive planet with unpredictable orbit and the last known stop of your father's expedition. It's uncertain what awaits there is unknown, and how far we will have to go before we can return, even more so. So it's going to be 20 to 30 days, so we need 20 to 30 supplies, I'm guessing. We got 34 at the moment. I don't think there's any reason for me to not be on the other side, actually. Let me put myself over here. I don't think there's anything over there. If there is, I'll figure something out. So you can see the supplies if you want to see it. There. So we got 34. We can buy, what, one for $5? Yeah. I'll keep $15 to myself. The journey continues. The man in yellow offered little. Your father's disappearance seemed to matter far less to him than you'd hoped. Not all paths were fruitless. Vetica, a scholar from the Academy, revealed a trace of truth. Leonardo traveled to Boreas, a distant, desolate world home to forgotten ritual sites. And now you must follow. Let's get. Suppose we can go visit this site and see what it is. Well, it just crashed on me. I hope there's an autosave. Guess we'll find out. You know, I like to do a test when I play these games. Does the autosave work? Hey, it does. It does. There we go. Let's try that again. All good. Find a burned village. Sail across the space sector when in the distance you see a group of islands and a thick black smoke coming from them. Yeah, we'll check them out. You head to the island and disembark. At last you find the source of the smoke, a small settlement, rather what remains of it. The ground is covered in thick black overgrowth, similar to the one you've seen, charred by the fire. It smolders toxic smoke. What's worse, close to the settlement's central square, you see a small clearing, and on it, a pile of corpses, multiple bodies stacked in some sort of a pyre. I'll take a look. I'm not good with perception, but we'll take a look. I don't have anything to help with that either. Oh, that's like critical success, right? It is a D99, isn't it? You know, you know, there's a saying like, "Don't never bring a knife to a gunfight" or whatever. But I just don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. You know, the guy with a knife, he's the one with a cutting edge technology. Sorry, that was a bit of an edgy joke. Pile of bodies sounds like a good time for a dad joke. You approach the pile and look closer. Men, women, children. Oh yeah, perfect time for a dad joke. Judging by the amount, it must have been the whole village. I don't have any, like, piles of bodies, burned bodies, dad jokes on my list. But if I did, I would have. I need to make sure I get these more on topic. You can see that each has a wide cut across the neck. These people were killed fast, clean, and later dragged over here to be put to the torch. Man. Furthermore, upon closer inspection, many have strange cysts covering their bodies unaffected by the fire. A faint glow can be seen emanating from them. We can look, we can touch. I mean, we'll look at it first. I'm going to use some runic splinters. I want to make sure I succeed at this. Uh-oh. No. Failure. Just barely, though. Take your tools and inspect the cysts. They're definitely solid, resembling stone rather than anything organic. However, they are fully fused into the flesh. It's hard to focus. Toxic fumes prevent you from further inspection. Oh, I lost perception for failing that. Oh, man. Can I touch him now? Touch! Send your arm out to touch one of the cysts. Immediately, you feel a burning sensation spreading through your arm. An image flashes before your eyes. A large obelisk hidden between asteroids. It's somewhere nearby. It's calling for you. It promises safety. The vision fades. I knew that was a good idea. I mean, like the old saying goes, if you find yourself with a pile of bodies that have been burned and they've got weird cysts, you touch them. In the distance, you see a small ship barely capable of starfaring. It must have gotten stranded here. The ship doesn't move and does not signal you. However, you notice a faint light coming from one of the portholes. Light quickly extinguishes. Oh, gotta go look at it. Board the ship. Board the ship, although the ship is a strong word, it's more like a fishing boat. The deck is empty, but there's a small door on the deck leading to the cabin, locked from the other side. Muffled voices can be heard from beneath the deck. Oh, we're pushing our way in. We're here. We saw lights. We don't take no for an answer. We're walking in. Without much effort, you slam your shoulder against the door and break it open. Inside the cabin, you see several hooded figures cowering in the dark corners. One of the figures extends his open arms up towards you. Please, let us be. We mean no harm. Just passing by. You can't see his face under the hood, but the voice sounds to be old. Who are you? He lifts his hood. Behind is an elderly face covered with deep wrinkles and strange cysts. Cysts have an unnatural color as if they are slightly glowing in the dark. We're just people, refugees. Our village was destroyed. Don't harm us anymore. We have children on board. Are you from the village? We were leaving in peace, not bothering anyone. Just a simple space whaling village. Then the Inquisition came. Burned everything down. We're headed to a place. We were promised to be safe there, but we got lost along the way. He said. Why'd they do that for you? They rounded us up on the village square and claimed we were tainted by some sort of veil. We didn't even know what that meant. Then the slaughter started. The people seemed terrified and malnourished. Would they be able to reach their destination? I don't have any excess supplies. Sorry. I don't have... Like, how many is it going to want me to get? I don't have any extra ones. Thank you, Captain. How many did I give him? Like two. 2 supplies is fine. We shall be going. Take this. He hands you a small trinket. I don't want that. Get back to your ship, start sailing away. You see the other boat powering its engines and doing the same. Wonder why the Inquisition massacred their village and if there's something wrong with these people. Cysts may be contagious. Ready the cannons. No, we're not going to shoot civilians. He's sailing away. Okay. I don't know how much I actually spent there. I didn't see any supplies go down. Okay, another lighthouse. You sail closely to the nearby lighthouse, hoping to get some rest. As you disembark, you see the lighthouse keeper. She sits at a small table beside a cliff, observing the night skies. As you approach, you hear her voice. Is it the same person? Oh, it is. Welcome back, Captain. I sense you've already met that friend of yours, one who prefers to call him the man in yellow. Was your meeting to your satisfaction? Where's the one that says, "Why are you here again?" Nah, this man in yellow's... I don't know what he's up for. I don't understand this guy. Doesn't surprise me. He does many things, but I would not call him help. He introduces you to situations, observes how you will act. You take care of, like, all the lighthouses around here? That's correct. This and others as well, though they are all one to me. Used to be more places where you could visit this lighthouse. Time is passing, and so are the lighthouses. You'll soon find another one. The one which used to be. Gives a brief sigh, as if remembering something from the past. Now then, would you like to hear another prophecy of things that will not change? Sure. Just as the last time she closes her eyes, a moment passes, she opens them once more. The watcher of the past waits patiently for your loving touch. Promises safety and speaks of home and peace. The anticipation rises and temptation is unavoidable. The light of her eyes sizes. Stop. I don't know. Home. Is home a place where you return to, or the souls you carry with you through the storm? She pauses for a moment before continuing. I would like to be alone. The dance of the stars is particularly charming today. Turns away from you and continues watching the sky. Can I sleep here? We can rest here and get some more trinkets, more supplies. We rest there, we gain 10 supplies. Any reason not to stay? I don't think there's any reason not to stay at the lighthouses. Free 10 supplies. Sail across space and a surprising sight unfolds. An ancient obelisk floating among the ruins of an unknown origin. Directly on your course as it gets closer with every passing minute. Oh. It's got fleas. Space fleas. Charge up already! This gun takes a long time to charge. Don't like it. Don't like it. I just want to see your cool obelisk. Charge up already, you dang cannons. This one kind of hurts. These guys are kind of tough too. They're small, they're hard to hit. I'm about to die. I can't keep there's too many bullets. I can't keep my shields charged so long. He just shot his friend. I'm going down. No. Oh. Game over. I don't even get like way to go, you lost. Okay, we'll try this again. That was tough. There's too many of them. I'm not gonna start with that front cannon. Uses too much energy. I can't use it. Let's see if we can... We're going to immediately turn to the side here. They're kind of in a line here, so if I can, like... That was terrible. There's just so many of them coming in. That's what we want. We want to be like right there, so we can kind of get them like, like they're all there. I don't have enough energy to block those shots. Man. Oh, I gotta hit things more than none. Ow. I got him. Where are they? Where's the rest of them? Where's the rest of them? I went down again. Man. That's tough. Why is it so tough all of a sudden? It's been easy off and this one's tough. I'll try to man, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure how to win this one. There's not much we can do. We gotta do it. Okay, let's see if I can. We'll start off this way. I'm not gonna do any moving. We're just gonna sit here, park ourselves, and start shooting. Oh, we got one. Block those. Enough power on this ship. Like under me or something? Okay, that was done. Where's the rest of them at? Oh, right there. Is that it? Just these two? I don't have enough power. I get him? I did. Man, that's tough. Oh, there's more coming in. Okay, okay. There's a lot more. One. I got no shield. I got no power. Okay, got him. Got him? Man, this is tough. Okay. Okay. No more. How do I heal myself? Okay. Now what? There we go. Okay. Let's cruise on in here. And then hopefully we get a save. Because I don't want to die anymore. Okay, there's the mysterious obelisk. You see a large, peculiarly shaped structure. Its surface is covered in mysterious symbols and a glowing orb right in the middle of it. See several bodies lying in a circle around it. No signs of life, but their faces are unusually peaceful. Well, we'll take a look. We ain't gonna leave, that's for sure. I'll use some runic splinters. We'll just use it once. Okay. Structure's made of limestone and looks much older than anything you would expect to find. Most abnormal part is the centerpiece. It reminds you of the solar core installed in your ship, but much more refined and precise. We'll pop it out and put it in our ship. You can sense a presence inside the obelisk, as if a faint whisper urging you to approach closer. I gotta touch it. I'm not gonna leave. I got a real slim chance of this actually working. It's not gonna work. Place your hand on the surface and close your eyes. At first, nothing happens, but then a cacophony of images appears in your head. They spin and spin around you too fast for you to comprehend, changing one another. Experience is almost nauseating, and you struggle to keep your composure. Eventually, you're forced to retract your hand. Whatever the obelisk wanted to show you, you were unable to perceive. Oh, that's it? Oh, but all of that dying I did. Did I miss one? No, I think I was there before. Boreas, drifting world with an unpredictable orbit. Hard to find, harder to leave. Leonardo's expedition came here seeking a forgotten ritual site, a place where, if the theories are true, one might pass through the veil itself, uncover what became of them. On a planet?
Glorious. Never thought I'd find myself navigating these winds. I'd say I like the place. Got to stay sharp. Over the expedition. Got to do her old dad and get the hell out.
Alright. Need some supplies. Takes so long to charge the thing up. I'm full health now, so I guess it's just once you're done with the mission, you're back full health again. A deep scar crosses the planet's surface, cutting into the crust. Dim light bounces between the icy walls of the crevasse, slowly dissipating before it can reach the bottom. Elevator can be seen nearby. Its mechanism froze solid into a big chunk of ice. Well, let's just break it. Doesn't say how tough this test is, I don't think. I will put my mask on for this. Put my gloves on. Now we got it. Is that what the mask does? The mask lets me try again, or basically. You start breaking the ice, but work takes time. Eventually, you break the largest pieces of the mechanism, and the mechanism is ready. Step inside, the elevator soon reaches the bottom of the crevasse. It's getting cold, and the light from your lamp illuminates only a small area around you. Suddenly, a voice can be heard nearby. Elderly voice. A visitor, so glad you've come. It was starting to get lonely here. Another voice. A young one can be heard. What do you mean, old man? Isn't my company just not enough for you? I'll just speak. A younger voice can be heard again. Don't sweat it, Captain. We're right here. Got stuck with this old fool when the storm came. It's getting hard to breathe in the cold air. Your breath is shallow. The icicles are forming on your eyelids, and the voice comes from one of those bigger holes in the ground, shaped like silhouettes. What happened? Part of the expedition. We were here when the storm struck, looking for a way inside the planet. There's supposed to be an ancient ritual site inside, but we can't find the way in. It was so cold, Captain, you can't imagine. Crawled into these holes in the ground, hoping it would shelter us. And it did, can you imagine? It became so warm and peaceful. I only wish we had more people with us. Having the same companion for weeks grew tiring. You can see one more hole in the ground just the size that would fit you. It's perfectly shaped. Smooth walls, almost soft edges. You can feel a sense of warmth coming from it. This hole is here for you, a special hole for a special captain. Now, I'll cleanse this place. I don't have any knowledge, but that's not going to stop me. We made it. Wave your hands and chant the incantation, warding against the veil. The voices disappear and the last words come from your mouth, and the hole's unnatural appeal subsides. Oh, that was it. Okay. What happens if I would have failed that one? And I would have crawled in that little hole. Game over? Also, I'm guessing these are kind of like guiding me, like, to go this way. I'm guessing is what they're doing. I say that. Well, I say that. Maybe not. Okay, well, we go this way then. Ooh.
By the stars, this wind's a bloody nuisance. Didn't expect this much of it when I signed up for a spacefaring crew. Gives me the shivers just thinking about what your endurance.
So in that last one, so the old lady and the man were like just... I was just hearing those voices? I didn't follow that one. That was just in my head? I can't maneuver very well when I'm in this darkness. Ow. I thought I saw a spot. I feel like I need like a map. Kind of. Oh, there's the wind affecting me. Hey, there we go. Oh, great, another obelisk. I love obelisks. This is another fight with those things. I'm running away. Game over. Once more, you see the obelisk. The core in its center glimmers gently in the surrounding snow. Can you attempt to pull it out? Yeah. Oh, man. Let me get my gloves. I got one more use of these gloves, but this is it. Oh, a 2. I didn't even need the gloves. The impression they were ghosts they thought they were still alive and thought the holes were actually warm. Okay, yeah, I could see that. Takes formidable strength and precision, but you manage, together with the crew, you detach it from the nest. No, together with my gloves. The core pulsates with power, but is stable enough to transport to the ship. It is valuable and can be quickly sold at the academy, but someone else may be interested in acquiring it. Oh, I wonder who. Okay. Back it up. Spin it around.
Captain, I've got to say, this maze of rocks and ice ain't exactly my idea of a holiday. What was your father's expedition hoping to find out here anyway? Dug up old ruins somewhere. Warmer. Hope that ritual site Leonardo was looking for was worth it. Otherwise, all that frostbite would be for nothing.
I think my shields are good. I can't turn. I'm not sure if I actually do any damage if I hit walls. Let's try it. Oh, in a minute. Ooh, there's the thing over there. It must do damage, because otherwise these would just be... This is just an annoyance. Okay, research outpost. You pass by what seems to be the remains of a research outpost. The cave's roof has collapsed, burying the buildings underneath. Dig! Oh. Take a shovel and order the crew to help, but the ground's hard and the ice is solid. By the time you finish, multiple blisters and cuts cover your hands. The building seems to be some sort of storage. It was packed with research equipment, but these shelves are surprisingly empty when it comes to supplies. The expedition was in dire condition. By the time they left, nothing was left in stock. Oh, man. Oh. Upgrades out here. I still only have $100. So I can lower their charge cost, which could be pretty good. I can't afford the level 2 stuff. Maybe if I should save my money. I could be blowing all these things up and maybe picking up $5 here and there. I'll go ahead and grab that because I worry that I'm gonna get into one of those fights with the like the Obelisk and get whooped. So I can go out that way or I can go out this way. I think I want to go actually this other way.
Captain, the wind's kicking up a right storm out here. We better find shelter, and quick. All hands on deck, sails tight, engines roaring. Boom, you sorry horses, and let's put an ice sculpture.
But that one actually didn't do damage. Okay. As long as I shield myself, I'm immune.
Would you look at that? That's the biggest looking glass I've ever seen. Bet I can spot my house from here, eh?
Biggest looking glass? What does that mean? Oh, spyglass. I see it. Oh, we can sell things. We can also inspect things, but I got no money. So this one allows a reroll of tests. That mask is pretty nice. Travel permit is... I'm not going to sell that. I think I need that. I can inspect the research tools, I guess. I'm going to sell that. I'll inspect that one. I'll inspect that one. I want to inspect this core. As a reroll of knowledge improves my knowledge test by 20. This one just lets me re-roll. I think I'll sell the tools and inspect the core. Oh, another resolve one worth $200. I got to give it to somebody though, so I won't sell it. Oh, I kind of wish I'd held on to all those. Seems like they all come in pretty handy. Telescope. Enter the station, submerging into its dark corridors, empty storage, now vacant laboratories. Eventually you reach an observatory, deprived of purpose. The telescope stands solemnly in the middle of the room. Let's take a look. Approach the telescope and gaze through the eyepiece. It's hard to figure out many details. The telescope is focused on an immense nebula struggling to pierce through its clouds. The telescope's surface is inscribed with a set of arcane runes, perhaps used to enchant and improve its capabilities, but some of them seem to have faded away. Use my occult knowledge, and you can use my straw trinket. Oh, that's a reroll, so I don't need to use it just yet, right? Hey! Runes are familiar to you and don't require much effort. The last one is restored. The image of the telescope becomes clear. It shows a ginormous structure floating inside the nebula. Not sure what it may mean. What does it mean? Let's go over here. You're good as long as you have a database. That's all you need. Door machinery. A complex machinery rests in front of you. There's a set of levers, counterweights, and several pipes, all connected to the giant door in the ground. Several solar crystals scattered around the area. Well, let's take a look. This is my reroll. Examining the machinery, it seems apparent that it used to manipulate the energy stored in the research station to open a giant door. Seems like an expedition used the remaining energy to activate the solar crystals, which in turn operated the door. Perhaps your ship's solar cannon can achieve the same result.
Oi, Cap. You see those solar crystals scattered about?
No.
I'd wager me last pint of ale. Give 'em a poke with the solar cannon. And something's bound to happen.
Where? Those yellow things over there? One there too. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You gonna shoot? Did it work? He said give it a poke a few times. Is that what he said? Okay. There we go. Let's shoot it a couple of times. Fire already! Yeah, I think maybe we gotta shoot all of them. Okay. There's one over there. I'm not sure why it's on my banned words list. Can you allow that? Harley, please. Thank you. Wait, I think it goes... Oh, okay. Okay. I have misunderstood the laser the whole time. So I'm left-click, holding it down, charges up the cannon, and I can let go of left-click at any point, and it'll shoot it. Otherwise, it goes until I'm out of energy. Okay. I get it now. I just wonder why would I want to fire this cannon? Because all it does is just use all my energy. But I don't need to use all my energy. How much energy I use, I guess, depends on how... I don't know if either how long or how powerful it is. Like Sunless Skies. It has kind of like the same... Like, I don't think it's... It's kind of. has the sunless skies vibe. Yeah. Well, hello. Are you friends? Judging by your scary music, I'm gonna say no. Whop! What are you shooting at me? I'm gonna shoot these little guys first. Got no power, I'm gonna die. Fire, ready, fire, fire. Where'd you go? Some of those would really hurt if you hit me. Oh, he wasn't so bad. Anybody else? Yeah. Stop hiding out over there. I don't like this guy. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come on out. Where is he? I see you. Ah! Have we been there yet? I think I have. Yeah. Okay, done. Let's go to the planet core. Is that where we're going? Oh, don't worry. The gate stands open. You fought your way past the alien guardians. Now all that remains is to step through. Do it. Do it. Well, step through it. Fly through. Through the depths, the raging storm, dwindling supplies, Leonardo's relentless pursuit. Whatever the cause, the expedition was driven deeper into the planet's heart. Now it's your turn. You must descend through a labyrinth of dark tunnels and hollowed stones. Somewhere below lies a ritual site Leonardo couldn't let go. Let's get going.
Even better now. Captain, with all due respect, are you sure our ship's the best vessel for cave dwelling?
No one asked you, Sean. I'm the captain. You steer your ship into a narrow passage, but arrive at a dead end. Someone else had the misfortune to choose that path as well. A small crashed boat is lying ashore with substantial damage. It's unlikely that anyone could have survived the incident. Well, let's salvage it. Spend some time salvaging the boat. Workers' crew, but the job doesn't require high precision. We got 2 resolve. We got a lot of gold. Cool. Curve around this way. Kind of neat. I wasn't sure what I was going to get into with this game. I mean, I saw like the intro stuff, and I that first little area there, and I wasn't sure, like, is it open world? Is it open ended? Is it like big story heavy? I wasn't really sure what we're getting into, but I'm kind of into it. It's not what I was expecting, but that's usually a good thing. Alien basins. Cruise through the cave network, you encounter a larger opening. Multiple remains of alien architecture populate the area. You wonder what this place could be. Oh no. Oh no. No. Why can't me and the aliens just get along? Oh, too low. There's one over there too? Ah! Haven't killed any of them yet. Get off of me. Okay, I got one. There's so many of them! Okay, let's like... Okay. Let's like stop, like behind this wall or something. That seemed to work that one time. Did it work? What? Is it because he's like behind? I think he's like technically behind that. Anyone else behind here? Okay. I think I'm actually hitting the pillar, not him. Okay. You know there's what, one more over here? Way out here. This one went way better. Sean's gonna be proud of me. I don't think it's multiplayer now. Oh. Who's that guy? Problem solved. Explore the cave network. Something catches your eye. Massive stone basins. Yeah, let's... natural moist condenses on the roots and drips into the basins, producing intoxicating fumes. We can look at it first, or we can just dive in with take a bath. Yeah, we're taking a bath. You submerge yourself into the basin. The liquid is hot, but not uncomfortable. A thin, slightly luminescent crust forms on your skin. It seems nice. Somehow you feel sturdier. Though a constant itching irritates you, you attempt to peel it off, but it clings stubbornly. As you scratch, the sensation intensifies, almost becoming unbearable. Yet, you can do nothing to alleviate it. That's nice. It takes us back through the maze over that way. Yeah, I need to go get a dermatologist. As the tunnels merge into a cave opening, you see more alien remnants. Rows of shelves cover the walls, each hosting numerous round objects, like giant stone eggs. They stand encrusted into the environment. I think we gotta nuke it from orbit. Do we pick up an egg, or do we break an egg? Pick up an egg, or smash an egg. I don't think we're gonna... Smashing is easier, but I'm still gonna try to pick one up. That seems like an idea. Oh... Game over, man. Try to be cautious, but as you dislodge one of the eggs, it slips and breaks against the floor with a satisfying crack. A green ooze starts pouring from inside. The sight is unnatural, but oddly enjoyable. I gain resolve for that. You see more eggs, all lined up for you to smash. Yeah, smash them! Another egg is split in half by your mighty blow, the ooze splattering around. More! Satisfaction is beyond comprehension. Quick, another one! The left one. You keep smashing, wailing on the eggs, the act of destruction, and the splatters of ooze, the cracking. It's all you ever want to do. It's all you ever want to be. Finally, noticing your state of mind, Sean drags you away. He screams something into your ear, but you can only hear satisfying cracking. Come on, Sean. I was having a good time. Let's get over here. Okay. Visit the, is this going to be another fight? Oh, it's a lighthouse. This is the, that's not what I clicked. Wasting my supplies. You enter the lighthouse, a safe haven for starfaring captains that allows rest and respite. This one seems to be abandoned. You wonder what would happen if you took a rest here. Well, we're gonna try it. Surprise visitor. You go to the dorm and close your eyes, but struggle to fall asleep. After some time, a distinct noise starts to be heard from outside, a loud shrieking sound. Those are the shrieking eels. As you leave your room to investigate, you are startled to find an unexpected guest standing next to one of the windows. Oh, it's you. What magnificent creatures they were. He points toward one of the windows. Outside, the place has changed. Glorious temples can be seen around the lighthouse, all and giant silhouettes fly between them. What are you doing here? I rarely have an opportunity to visit these places. We have a somewhat rocky relationship with the lighthouse keeper. But forget about me. Better watch and observe. He points towards one of the flying silhouettes. I'll tell him the keeper said hi. Did she now? You can hear a sudden burst of enthusiasm in his voice, more than usual. Perhaps then not everything is lost, but I will have to ask you a favor, my dear friend. It is of a delicate matter. You see, last time with the keeper, we didn't part on the best terms. That's one reason why I can't be here unless she's away. What's that have to do with you? Well, I thought there was an opportunity for you to repay me for all my generosity, of course. My request is not a complicated one, Captain. All I want you to do is give her a gift on my behalf the next time you see her. Puts his hand in his pocket and reveals a small jewelry box. All right. I'll think about it. She'll be expecting the gift, most likely. It's hard to surprise someone who can read into the future, but I'd better try rather than not. And now it is time for you to wake up. Claps his hands with a loud sound, making you blink. As your eyes open, you see the ceiling of a guest dorm room, a nicely packed bag of supplies. Okay, let's keep on going. We'll explore the end. The end of this place, anyway. Underground temple. Days of crawling through the twisted veins of Boreas have led you here. Ancient, complex, crumbling temples, forgotten ritual sites buried deep beneath the ice and stone. This is where your father's expedition met its end, but perhaps it's not too late to save him.
This must be it. The ritual site Leonardo was chasing. We'd best head in, but be cautious. Something tells me we're not exactly welcome.
Stop over here. A beacon. Suddenly suspended by several balloons, its emergency beacon hovers above the cave floor. A series of short and long flashes. We can boost the symbol, or we can salvage it. Let's salvage it for resources. This is like the third one that I've rolled. Yeah, our ship, so our sails are solar sails. See, they're all kind of like glowy there. And so we were powered by the sun. So when I'm down like in caves and stuff, my ship doesn't turn very well. It still moves, of course, but it doesn't turn as easily as it does when I'm in the sun. Like this right now. It's kind of hard to maneuver. Come on. Nothing here shooting me? Surprised. Occult ritual. As you pass through the shadowed cave, you come upon an uncanny sight. Dried out corpse lies within a circle drawn in blood on the cave floor. The air is still heavy with the scent of iron. I'm real bad at perception, so I will just look at the body. Look at the circle. Oh. Try to interpret the symbols, but they shift and twist the longer you look. The dull ringing fills your ears. You blink for a moment. The symbols appear fresh, wet, dripping with crimson. You're forced to step back before the dizziness overwhelms you. Yeah, there was like, who was it? That was Bill Nye part of it? Somebody was part of this thing where they built a solar sail thing. I don't know if it actually launched it, or if it was just like a prototype thing. I don't. There was a real thing, solar sail thing. Before you leave, you notice one more thing. The corpse seems to be clutching a book found in an old leather titled Cornelius Ravenscroft, Rituals of the Damned. Feels important. Oh, we found Cornelius's tomb. That's who she's looking for. Okay, keep on going. Am I supposed to be going this way? Or did I just go around in a circle? Yeah. Did I come in there, I think? Another one of those emergency beacons. I can't click on that one, though. This looks like a dead end. Yep. Find out if this does damage. It does do a lot of damage. Okay. You going back where I started? Oh, I did go back where. How did I do that? Thank you. I'm gonna die here. How did I get that turnaround? Okay. Need to fix the ship up while I'm here. So I'll just try going straight here. I mean, that's where we went. We went over that. Oh, okay, I see. So we went around that way. We came through there. We went that direction, I think. Oh, another bad dude. Oh, there's two bad dudes. I'm gonna die here because I got no hit points. We gotta make sure we get more energy. My energy's gonna go back real slow because we got no sun here. Good, I gotta save here, but I gotta save at half health. Because I just rammed my ship. At least the two of them weren't too bad. It was whenever they had a bunch of friends. I'm gonna do the same thing again and like try to like... I see there's a bunch of them over there too. We're gonna try to hug one side. Didn't do any good. They're not attacking. Oh, they're just sitting there. I know what we gotta do. We gotta power.
Looks like we've overstayed our welcome.
Uncool. Uncool game.
Enemy inbound, Captain. Let's see what they got.
Not cool. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, they're all coming in. Hello. Yeah, I got no health. Okay. Okay. It's gonna put me, like, at... Oh, good, I'm full health. Okay. Yeah, take it back. Game, you're great. Thank you. Well, we don't want to go into the middle, for sure. We're gonna do the same thing we did before. We're gonna go to the side. And we'll just be ready to shoot whenever that happens. I'd like to be like by one of these walls so I can only have to worry about one side.
Huh. Looks like we've overstayed our welcome. Enemy inbound, Captain. Let's see what they got.
Come on, fire already. Not good. Not good. I drifted. Okay, big guys are coming. Okay, charge up. Takes a long time to charge. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, charge already. How long is this thing gonna take? There it goes. It might not be doing any good. I might have to hit him on the side. Okay, there we go. Maybe we did. There's one more of them, I think, though. Right there. Done? So, music's on. Okay, so now we know we gotta charge these. with this gun. Well, actually, I can't even see that one. Maybe not. I'd say that was it, but I can't actually see down there. Let's go over here to maybe something in the middle. It's gotta be it. Maybe we just gotta charge one of them. Yeah, so I gotta be further away. Hey, user, how's it going? All right. Let's get in here. We're wrapping up the stream here pretty soon, but we'll get a conclusion here, or at least an ending.
Captain, you feel that? The air's thick, heavy. We're getting close.
Should we shoot that? Let's go see what this is. And stream over. Just kidding. Just kidding. Reality Terror. At last you see it. The terror between the worlds has formed in this ancient temple where the veil is so thin. It's hard to see through it, the myriads of colors twisting and bending, creating a spiraling vortex. This must be the terror your father tried to use to cross through, but attempting to do so yourself would be suicidal. I can shout. I can stick my hand through it. I'll stick my hand. Oh, that sounds like a bad idea. I'll shout. Burst the terror and shout inside. There's no response. You step closer for another try when suddenly a hand emerges from the terror and grabs you by your coat. As you step back, struggling to keep your balance, a silhouette of a man emerges from the terror and steps down onto the deck. The figure's features are blurry. His whole body is twitching and slightly translucent. As time passes, it becomes more solid, stable enough for you to recognize the features. It's Leonardo Salvatore. The figure's eyes are focused on you. A flash of happiness glimpses in them, but is quickly replaced by a concerned look. You shouldn't be here, child. This is no place for you. I'm here to rescue you. And who told you I needed rescuing? You've no idea how thin the veil is here. Every breath you take, every thought, it tugs at you, warps you. There's a pause. Then the tension eases. His voice softens. I suppose I was in trouble, so yes, I'm glad you came. What are you doing here? His gaze shifts to the terror. I came to this cursed rock chasing a theory. I thought I'd calculated it, charting a precise intersection of will and breach. But when I stepped through the terror, I drowned. What'd you go inside for? I sought the passage to the other side. The veil keeps us separate and filters what comes through. Glimpses, yes, dreams, ideas, echoes, but nothing whole. There's more beyond it, a place I was certain I could reach. I thought perhaps if I calculated correctly, if I stepped through at the right place, the right state of mind, I tried to follow. I stepped through the terror and I fell. I don't know how long I was gone. Time, what does that mean when you're lost in concepts? But then I felt you, a familiar presence, solid, yours. It let me claw my way back. But not fully. I'm still fractured. Parts of me are scattered down here. What do you next? There's a place. A great pyramid is hidden within a nebula. It holds another tear between realities, a stronger, wider tear where, with enough luck, you may have a chance to help me restore my missing pieces. We must first find Cornelius, my former student. Before I crossed, I saw him preparing one of his rituals. He's arrogant, but not foolish. He's alive. He will know how to reveal a path to the pyramid.
Now we must get out. You've already dwelled here for long enough.
Let's get out of here.
The veil is thin here, almost as thin as within the nebula, and I am worried how it might have affected you. We will reach the surface and head back to the city. Wherever Cornelius went, he must have first made a stop there.
That is where we will end. This is Void, sorry, the name of that. Void, I forget the name of it. Void something. Oh. Void Sales is the name of the game. It is on Steam, May 14th. Thanks for hanging out. We're calling it a day. As you can tell, I'm tired. My bedtime. We're calling it a day. Void Sales is out here May 14th by Ticking Clock Games. And not what I was expecting, but I am not disappointed. There you go. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I will be here tomorrow and we'll play something else.